Blaised. Yay! What is up, everybody? What's happening? I'm on the SS Aftermath. Glad to see you all. Welcome to the Get Blaised Talk Show. Yes. Yeah, keep clapping. Keep clapping. I got so many damn post-it notes. I'm glad they're like super glued to the damn table here. It's a little windy, but it's hot and sunny here. We're in Japan. We're ready for the Supercard, the Japan Supercard, the SS Aftermath, baby. Let's check out who's already here. We got a packed house, a lot of good information. We're going to talk some best practices YouTube, which is a prelude to what's going down tomorrow. We're going to talk about AEW Fight Forever in detail, the creation suite, a lot of it. I got a lot of pictures, so that'll be fun. You guys are invited in the Twitter, Facebook, and Skype private chats. I did send out the link. You guys are welcome to come in. I'll bring a couple people on quickly because I got a lot of information. but I do want you guys to be able to speak your piece. So if you got a promo to cut or you just want to hang out, in or out of character, on or off camera, click on the link in the private chat. Get your dupas in here. I busted your balls a little bit calling yourself wussies if you don't get in here and chat with me. So we'll see who the wussies are and who aren't the wussies. Kenzie Vlogs is in the house. There she is. Yes, part of the Hardcore Sports Network as well. We are live on the Hardcore Sports Network. If you guys could, don't have to, but when you see Nightbot drop the link for the Hardcore Sports Network, we're live over there too. Click it, go to the like. You know how to do it. Click the like, come right back if you want. It don't matter. Give them a view, give them a like. We're trying to grow that channel, and so on and so forth. You know the deal. We've done this a million times, but I just have to reiterate it. Monstar's here. Yes, you were dancing. You were dancing to that. I know you were. Triple Beat up in the house. There he is. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see each and every one of you, man. This is our 15th show on the world tour. Lady Devil is here. What do you mean your hands are going to get calloused from clapping so much? Chad Schrader's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in. John Malakute, Marley Goods, burning out is here. And Crushing Kelly, thank you. Anybody else who shared it over on Twitter, I appreciate it. You never know when someone else is going to see it, come in, have some fun with us. Yeah, if you guys missed it, I was here in Japan the other day, called up by Nick Black, came up, called this show. It's a 3.5-hour show. Watch the whole thing if you can. It's amazing. Or just go in and watch a match or two. Some old LTD wrestlers are there. Some old Cutthroat Pro wrestlers are there. So check it out if you haven't already. Drop a like, show support. I always say, whether you're a super chatter donating to the channel, which goes right back into equipment for the shows, or if you're a member supporting the channel, which I really appreciate, or you just come to hang out every once in a while when you can. Doesn't matter who you are, what you are, where you are, or how you are welcome here. And loyalty is currency. I always say that. I have a t-shirt on a TeePublic store. Loyalty is currency, people. So just showing up, hitting a thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. That's how we do it. This is how we do it. I'm down. We're kicking it here, man. I'm telling you, it's been such a party. I'm trying to get a little more sun. I've been in the boat too much. Ooh, Ripper. I don't know what kind of new drink that is, but it's pretty good. As long as it has whiskey in it, I'm good. Let's see. Atticus is in the building. Welcome in. There he is. Lone Star says, get Blaised in the same Richard. I'm not a crook. Get Blaised. Something like that. Maybe. Odds. Oh, what's the odds of me making a corny joke? 100%. What's the odds of me making fun of myself? 100%. So have fun. Sit back, relax. Let the AI take it for a ride. You know all the rules. Hey, Jay Vulture's in the building. Patty is in the house. Brandon Quavos stopping by. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, BC. Happy birthday to you. I always say happy birthday to everybody on the day they crawled out their mom's vagina. Congratulations. Gav is in the house. He's still teaming with a vagina known as Radio Rex. So I know. That's one time I said his name. I won't say it again. Good to see everybody in the building. Troxel in the house. Check out Detroit's Pistons Powerhouse. Cover the draft. Cover everything Detroit. And then he always touches base on, the NFL and the NBA as a whole. I wonder if you like those new baby blue with the square helmets they got going on this year. I love the alternative jerseys and logos. Representing the Harlem Globetrotters because we are traveling around the globe. We're leaning towards Death Wrestling, and I salute you all. Big shout out to Troxel. Troxel was the first interview I did. Breaking news. I will let you know on this show who the next interview is, and it's tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. It's only a day. Oh, look, I looked at my wrist like it's going to tell me, well, I'm used to the old days where your watch just told you the time. That's it. That's real old days. Like the theme song Monster likes to make fun of. That little swing music. You guys were gigging it. Oh, no spray tans. No spray tans, please. I've been working hard. MSW in the building. There he is. Miles is in the house. Welcome. Uh-oh, Azriel's out there. Yeah, I saw that fly way overhead. Don't chase the Nerf bullets because someone can actually go overboard here. We don't need people. Azriel, right here, trying to get you to go. Can't do that. Wait. Something like that. I know. All right, we're going to get all the information hot. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Hot fire rolls. Good to see you, Trucks. How's it going, man? It's like the off season for some streamers, but some people keep their content going. We got drafts. We just had the NBA draft, NBA free agency in a little bit. Then you got the NFL draft soon, fantasy football. So sports is year long, and I'm just talking football and basketball. Baseball out there too, man. If you want alternate commentary or you can't watch the game, there's a lot of places here on YouTube to chill, listen to the game like an old radio. Plus, you're getting a lot more, especially if you know how to go into a chat and have fun like we do. Speaking of that, tomorrow's interview, I got a really cool interactive game I'm going to play with my guest, the interviewee, and you in the chat will race against the guest that I'm interviewing in a fun little game we'll start tomorrow. So don't forget, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, because right after that, I'll be going live with my Forbidden Door. Not that Forbidden Door, you morons. Yeah, forbidden. Exit only. That's a whole nother story. We're not getting into that. We talked about that earlier in the week. We ain't doing that. Check out the website. We will show it here today to show you the match cards and stuff, but we're going to go over one specific match card, and that's tonight's show right after this show. So it's a busy weekend. Today, we got this show, and then we got the actual Supercard with 3 championships, a bunch of crazy matches getting thrown in the lava, the pool, the acid, the swamp. Good stuff like that. Lethal champ. We'll get to that. I don't want to spoil. You guys know what's coming up if you're checking out. Captain Danger's in the house. Danger lurks at every corner. And entertainment lurks all around the SS Aftermath. Man, I've been having a blast here on this boat. Is it triple? Double? Whew. God, Ripper makes some good drinks. Yes, I'm chilling. I got my sunglasses. What do you guys think about people to wear sunglasses indoors? They're either really fucked up or they're hiding something. That's what I say. Or they're really trying to be cool. So it's one of those 3 things. I don't know. What do you think about people that wear sunglasses indoors? What about at night? I wear my sunglasses at night. Yeah, I'm drinking a lot. It's a party, man, on the SS Aftermath. You know how I do. Of course you do. You love the new helmets. You're so positive. That's what I've always liked about Trucks. He stays positive. There's too many people out there, all negative critics and stuff like that. I just saw something on Facebook. It was something. It said it was a teacher who did a bunch of equations on the board, and he did the last one wrong. 9 times 10 is 91. And then the kids all laughed. And he said, well, he told the story, long story short, you know, he did 8 equations on the board, and no one praised him for getting them right. Well, you're smarter than us. You're our teacher. You should know that. And then he got the last one wrong on purpose. See how they react. Everyone's quick to criticize, but not enough people will stop and praise people for what they're doing good. And I think we should do a little more of that. That's all. That's kind of what the Wrestle Sense podcast like. So yeah, the minority, my podcast is probably in the minority because we try to stay positive. Sure, we criticize shit every once in a while, but we're not like some people are so critical anymore. It's good to see each and every one of you guys. The future's so bright, they have to wear shades. There you go. Fluorescent lights. Okay, if you're somewhere where fluorescent lights are too bright, that's a good example. Yeah, give me examples. And we've done this before, but I'm interested again. Let me know in the chat. Well, I should do a poll. Let's do a poll for this. I always wanted to know this. And I do this every once in a while. So I want to know. I want to know what you're thinking. We'll make it simple. And you guys let me know in the poll. I should have had this done. This is like clerical shit I should have done. You guys tell me what type of device are you watching this show? 4 options. Good. Let me know. Are you on the phone? Majority of people normally on the phone, on a computer, on a tablet, or a TV. Let me know. No, we're not going to vote naked while streaming always. Okay. Keep your camera off. Keep your camera off. Thank you, Monster. The phone lines are open, for lack of a better term, in all the different chats. If any of you people want to come on the stream and have some fun with us. So plenty of room in the green room if you guys want to come hang out in the green room, in or out of character, on or off camera. Come hang out with your boy. I'll bring on a handful of people later on tonight. TJ's in the house. Daniel Barry is here. Keep the thumbs up coming. You guys are awesome. We're getting right into the content. Oh, yeah. It's a party. It's a burping party. All right. Yeah, so I wanted to talk a little bit about, before I get into the actual stream, we're going to get to the news about the interview tomorrow very soon. But first, I've watched a lot of people's streams over the years since 2017 when I studied YouTube, and I knew I was going to get into it, but I didn't know how well. One best practice I had was rewatching my shows, even if it's just for a minute, skip through to the middle, listen to what you say, look at how you're presenting your product. So I know some people do 2 hours, 3 hour streams. It's a really good idea to go back into your stream, watch the beginning, listen for cues. Are you saying something too much? Are you leaving too much dead air? Are you humming, ho and han too much? Are you saying something over and over and over that people are going to pick it up? You know, you want to switch it up. Are you breathing too heavy? Is your mic right? All that good stuff. A lot of people who wear headsets got to watch out because they think the mic is cool right here. But if you want to catch every little noise I make, you got to be careful. You got to be aware of your surroundings. I've shown that picture, and I'll show it again here at the end of the slideshow, my setup. So if you guys want to see how I have my computer desk set up, stick around to the end of the slideshow. I'll show you again the madness that I have in front of me when I do my live streams. And I'm still looking to get some upgrades. I'd love to have, yeah, never mind. We'll get there later on. So I gave a roster warning earlier in the week. Now, some people that haven't been here for months chimed in, and I really like hearing from them. And they said, hey, man, you can dump my character if you want. And I was like, well, you haven't been on for about 4 months, so I haven't used your character. If you haven't been active for over a month or two, I normally just drop people's characters. I'm not firing people or anything stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I give advice, it's not trying to tell you guys how to do your shit. I just want to try to help people out there. I gave a roster warning because we have 96 on the roster, 24 in each division. And what I want to do is make room for some new characters that are trying to come in. So I just put out a general warning that if you haven't been in any of the streams, now here's, I try to explain this all the time. Involvement is if you've been in a live stream in the last week or so, you don't have to worry about it. Your name is there. I'd see everybody there. And I also rewatch my streams and stuff here and there to try to get better at what I do. So if you've been in a live chat, you're good. Don't worry about the I should say right in the beginning, disregard this message. If you left a comment after a show because you watch a replay, I understand. People have families, lives, jobs, all that good stuff. So leaving a comment if you watch, I know. Twitter's great because I know who looked at my tweet. I know who retweeted my tweet. I can even tell who viewed the group chat tweet. And that is involvement, people. I don't ask too much. But I need to have involvement. I got to be fair across the board to over 96 people. There's no alts here. There's no secondary characters. That's 95 different people that are a part of this community. And recently joining the Hardcore Sports Network, we added about 40 more YouTube channels, which are great content. So check them out if you like any types of sports and talk shows in general and stuff. They got some great stuff as part of the network. Mitch is doing great things. I see you in the chat leading the way. AK, Further AM, Earl Cole, Coach Ed, Next Shift, great dudes, amazing people on the Hardcore Sports Network. And there's some pretty cool dudes on this show too. You want to check out that channel. I do a lot of promoting. I do a lot of pre-work, post-work, all that stuff. I guess my marketing degree is coming into play. So let's get to the big announcement. We're going to get into AEW's All Elite Wrestling's first video game. Now that's coming out next week. I'll be live for that. Our schedule's insane. Tomorrow I got the interview at 3:00, and I'm about to reveal who that is in like a minute. Then we go right after that to 2K19 for our version of Forbidden Door. You guys will pick some matches. I have some that are actually going down later on Sunday night. And then I'm gonna go watch Forbidden Door. I might jump into someone's watch along, possibly. Then on Tuesday, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, or as I like to say very kindly and funnily, Winnitoba. Then on Wednesday, I'll be doing AEW Fight Forever. That's coming out on the 28th. As soon as I get it, just like 2K, as soon as I get it, download it, we're going live. You're going to experience it for the first time with me. And like I said before, it's a game I'm probably going to have to learn to play. Montreal on Thursday, Saturday, Toronto, another Supercard. We'll get to that. I'll bring up the website. So let's give you the announcement. I love interviewing people. I love meeting people. I waited for a long time to do the interviews, but now that we have a big community, I have a really big reach, not only here in a digital wrestling syndicate, but over in Hardcore Sports Network. I wanted to do interviews. So I wanted to bring people on, and Sundays was the best nights to do it. Sunday. So I started reaching out to, and it's very difficult for me as a humble person to reach out and ask people if I can interview them or ask for sponsors and stuff like that, which I know is part of the game at some point here in YouTube. But I wanted to reach out and interview my favorites, who I liked. And it didn't matter if they had 10 subscribers, 100 subscribers, or up to 100,000 or more subscribers. That doesn't matter to me. It's the content. It's, are you real? Do you engage with your chat? The people that are there making your channel what it is. All right. So, I reached out. I got a couple no's, but I was real selective. I was bringing on people from outside our community that I was already cool with from being on their channels. I don't brag about a lot, but I love to have fun in the chat. And if you know me, I love digging on people. I love playing with the chat. I love playing off other people in the chat. Going around in people's live chats is one of my favorite things to do. It sucks I can't do it when I'm live, but that's why I'm so involved with you guys. And to me, that's a huge part of being a YouTuber and a content creator. If you do live streams, you want to engage with the chat. They love hearing, hey, what's up? Give them a shout out. Do this. Put their quotes up here when you're, stuff like this. See? There you go. See? They get it. They all get it. Good stuff. Websites, people are chatting. We learn from you guys. You learn from us. So that is what I wanted to do. So reach out to some of these guys, and we'll talk about each one here. Let's take a look. My first interview, and Detroit Pistons powerhouse, Mr. Troxel over there. That's right. I'm going to announce my tomorrow first. Troxel was his first one. Tomorrow, the Sports Fury. I've been watching Josh and Rocha for years. Rocha was on his own channel. He's now on the Sports Fury. These two do watch-alongs, football, basketball, drafts, fantasy football. They're always having a blast when they're live, man. And I've seen them grow from just starting when I was, doing my research to now 235,000 subscribers. And I know I just said the numbers don't matter as much, but when it's that much, they're doing something right. They're reaching people. They're creating an environment. They're entertaining when they're on here. And they're unique. They're innovative. So these two dudes are a blast. Rocha has a channel with 55,000 on his own. I mean, like I just said, if you want alternate commentary or you can't listen to your game, YouTube is the radio of today. Plus, you get idiots like us trying to make it fun. And that's what I love to do. I mean, Patty's daughter, when she does lives, plus she's entertaining. Literally, she's funny and engaging. I dig it. So I'm down with that. Solo Seasons in the house. There he is. Here's a dude making moves. He's being innovative. He's explaining himself. He's talking about what's going down, and he got energy. Big shout out to Solo Season with $1.99 super chat. I appreciate that, my friend. And if you can donate. If you can't, don't. I've never been pushed for. There's some channels out there, they only read chats if you donate. And they say, oh, well, I got so many, I can only read those and stuff. Whatever. I'll never be like, I will. You can clip this and remind me if I ever do anything dumb like that. I'll never scold you guys. I've heard people say, oh, where you been? You never come to my streams. I've seen you in a different stream. So what? Do what you guys want to. But you could be anywhere. And you're right here with me right now. Josh and Rocha, I got the confirmation last night that they will be able to do it 3:00 tomorrow. And I got a special game to play tomorrow. These guys are wrestling fans. Rocha's from California, the San Francisco area. So he's like Warriors, Giants, 49ers. Josh is Chicago, Bulls, Bears, Cubs. It's cool. But they are like me. They're just sports fans. They have their favorites, but they do streams of all teams. And we're going to have fun with them tomorrow, man. I cannot wait. They got a great community. We got a great community. And I'm going to play a really fun game with them that I've never done on this channel. And you, the chat, will race with them to answer specifics that I do in this game. So stay tuned for that. Josh and Rocha cannot wait tomorrow. 3 p.m., people. Eastern, that is. Eastern. Trox and Grid were the first ones. I watched them. Even though they're Detroit Lions fans, I still interviewed them. Good with the chats. Entertaining, unique. And you can bust their balls. They'll bust yours back. I mean, they know how to have fun. They both engage the hell out of their chat. And that's huge. Like I said, a lot of these people that I'm bringing on, they already got it. And I just wanted to bring them on and share best practices. We had a blast, all three of us, just shooting the shit about sports, basically. And with my retail background, I used to interview people on the regular. So I brought back a lot of the things that I used to ask, put people in situations, and really had fun with this interview. And then I was hooked. When I scheduled them, I had maybe one after that, but this gave me motivation to reach out to anybody. Just starting YouTube, been around for 15, 20 years, 100 subscribers, 100,000. It didn't matter. I was reaching out to my favorites to share with you guys that I met. Logan dropping a $10 super. I said dollar. It's not dollar. 10 pounds of cake. Hey now. and here's the point. I've seen Troxel, my friend, and I'm sure he don't mind me using it as an example. I've seen him do streams with 1, 2, 3, 10 people in his streams. And the dude still stays his self. He is real. When he started, obviously when you start, you don't have a lot. When you're off for a while and you come back, sometimes it's hard to get your people back in the chat. That's okay. He doesn't turn sour. I've seen people, man, there's no one in the stream. I'm just turning it off. Fuck you guys. That's, Troxel will rock it whether there's 1 or 10,000 in his chat. And I popped into everybody's Super Bowl streams and seen the thousands of people these guys were getting to. And to me, the numbers weren't that big. My goals, I already reached. I only wanted to have 100 subscribers and 50 people active on the roster, 50 different people. And I've reached that years ago. And it's been a blast. So shout out to people like Troxel. I'm not going to bring people on here that I don't think, everyone doesn't always get along. Of course, we all know that, especially when I got 95 different personalities. And I applaud you all for playing together on my channel and making this channel special. Not only me, not because of me, because of all you, because of how many we've reached. So shout out to Troxel. He's doing good things. You got to be able to handle the ups and the downs. You got to get thick skin. We talk about, that's what I want these interviews to do, is help you guys learn, help me learn, and share best practices about this crazy world of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? After the first interview, Trox and Grid, they just kept climbing in subscribers and having fun all the time. Big Daddy Beard, Johnny Blaze, ain't a damn thing changed. How you feeling? How you living? Hashtag Leo Gang. Hashtag we out here. This guy hasn't been around that long, but damn, has he built a following. Graphic artists like me, we had that in common. Old hip-hop head like me, we had that in common. Clowning around on our streams. Holy piss, did we have that in common. In a very hetero way, I fell in love with this dude. He's got a woman. I'm not trying to, him and his lady met here. It's a great love story too, bro, and I wish you guys the best. Always do. Big Daddy Beard started Battle of the Beats. He does all kinds of games. I mean, I'm talking old school games, just testing out weird storyline games, fighting games, shooting games. And he's so fun to entertaining watch. You can find gamers all over YouTube and Twitch. Very rarely do you find ones that are this good at engaging with their audience, being entertaining, being funny, being crazy, being wild, being wacky. Yeah. Entertain for 1, entertain for 1,000. It doesn't matter. And that's it. See, no one joined, but he was having fun. Gav, you need to get your links out more, man. That's one thing I've learned to do. You got to bug people. You got to throw your links a million places. That's what I do before every show and during my crazy song before the show starts. I am spreading my links everywhere, baby. Spreading my seed so it grows everywhere. We get a little raunchy around here too, folks, so don't mind that. It's all in fun. There you go. Yeah. Rocha and Josh have reached a lot of people. Plus, they did some traveling vlogs too that are very cool. I'll go over that with them tomorrow. But Big Daddy Beard, Big Daddy Beard, BDB, my brother from another mother. Shout out to you, doing great thing. This was a fun interview too, because we talked about video games and movies and superheroes and villains, which he's down with. We're both Spider-Man heads, man. I'm down. Big Daddy Beard's the man. Big Daddy Beard is the man. I appreciate that interview. Last year, these were the first group. Wrestling Days. He's a guy I was watching for a really long time. He started out with Toy Hunts. He's from the UK. He's blown up to over 200,000 subscribers. He's close, I believe, now to 300,000. But what I really like about Days, and we don't always agree on stuff all the time, he's funny. He's entertained. It's just like the other guys. I'm telling you, you'll see a pattern. Days is, I never thought he'd say yes. He's so busy. He's in the UK. There's a 5-hour difference. But I was in his live chat for over a year until he got my name right. Before he got my name right. I was Blessed Radio from Days for quite some time. But here's the thing. If you try to troll him, you try to clown him, or you bring out something wrong or say something, he has the best dry humor. And they do a Wrestling Escape Pod also. Is another one of his channels with Triple T. Tommy's Toy Travels, another toy hunt guy. And they just hit it off. They have a great show. Wrestling Days and I talked a lot about wrestling, talked a lot, just joking. It was so much fun. Wrestling Days, that was a great interview as well. I tried most of the interviews, the way I do it's the same. Most of the questions are the same, but according to each guest, I try to tweak it a little bit. After Wrestling Days, Jackknife Finnegan. Talk about someone who's, once again, funny, engaging with the chat. He has a bunch of sayings that he does. Let's fucking go, boys. He's just hilarious. Mainly GTA guy. Big time GTA. I'm talking everything GTA. This dude. Plus, he's so funny and entertaining as he gives it out. As he gives it out and does his streams. He does What's for Dinner shorts, which are hilarious. Story time with Jackknife Finnegan. He has some of the best crazy, raunchy, funny, wild stories that he tells. Jackknife Finnegan. And I've seen him, again, grow like freaking crazy. And when we did the interview, he was just under 100,000. And I was like, dude, you already have what it takes to do it. Those numbers are just going to come. And that's why I like mine. Organically, you'll see me change a number every couple of weeks or months. I never really press or really promote for new subs unless I'm going into different communities and bringing them back here for us. And I always say, if you dig what's going down, subscribe. And I always say, us old folks remember something called magazines. You guys remember magazines? If you like the magazine, what'd you do? You subscribe to it, and every month you got a new one. This is YouTube where you get it every day, all day. So subscribe if you want to, like if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna keep doing me and doing my thing no matter what. I've had a lot of roadblocks. I've had a lot of ups and downs personally and in the games and shows, and it's just like that. Big Daddy Beard, 8 p.m. We got another Battle of the Beats. He brings in different people that make music and have people come in, content creators and friends of his, music aficionados, and have them come on and rate these guys' beats they make from scratch. And I've done that before too as a DJ. I know it's tough. And Banji Boy, you've heard a lot of his music on here. My friend DJ Arrow, who is Banji Boy, his music was featured over there. And so is Chris Wanzel. I just started featuring some of his stuff, a college friend of mine. So those are two guys I referred to Big Daddy Beard. And I helped him whenever he was just starting a big Battle of the Beats. I said, hey, man, let me help any way I can. Got him on StreamYards. He's gone above and beyond anything I ever taught him already now. He's on his own, just riding the wave, and I love it. Big Daddy Beard, once again, shout out to you, of course. And shout out to Jackknife Finnegan, great content creator as well. You can there's a playlist with all these interviews. I tried to keep them an hour long, but most went to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Mitch Kofsky and Bird Gang 31. Once again, I was going to say I did 2 Lions fans, and now I did 2 Eagles fans. I interviewed 2 Lions content creators, and now I interviewed 2 Philadelphia content creators. We're in the same state. I have no animosity to any Philly sports, to be honest. I'm a Sixer fan because we don't have basketball in Pittsburgh. But Bird Gang 31, I started watching all these guys. I've seen them with other channels and stuff like that. And I watch a lot of content creators that do watch-alongs and sports-specific stuff. And I'll be real, a lot of them are dicks. A lot of them are self-righteous. My team's the best and all your teams suck. My opinion's right and all your opinion's wrong. There's so many of those. And you can do whatever you want. I'm not knocking it. Plus, controversy sells. People that are assholes and dicks. People want to see that drama and that craziness. So I get it. I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. But I prefer those that are keeping it real. I prefer those that aren't telling people they're the best or saying that what I'm saying is the truth. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out of here and all that stuff. I'm here to bring everyone together and have fun. Mitch, Bird Gang, we had a blast. We talked football, we talked basketball, and we talked being a content creator. And who'd have knew that after a year, Mitch finally talked me into joining the Hardcore Sports Network, which he has grown to a big conglomerate. Right? Oh, I can't believe I said conglomerate. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So after these two, I took a while off and I brought it back this year. My first interview this year, February 26th, was, you guys know them. They stay entertaining. They stay entertaining. Get it, Leo. And yes, it's Wanston. Leo and Teddy X, as you guys know him, in LTD. Phenomenal dudes, man. I can't wait to go to New York and give these dudes a big hug and hang out with them in New York. New York. Every time I start singing or acting silly, I need a drink. Yeah, odds. I've been saying this. Kids nowadays, they'll say facts when someone says something. Some people, 30-year-old kids and stuff. And I'm not knocking anyone for saying this. Don't twist my words. People say facts when they're stating opinion. Like, Eagles are winning the Super Bowl this year. Facts. You don't know. That's your opinion. Lions are going to the playoffs this year. Facts. No, it's not a fact yet. It might be. I don't know. It's your opinion. So we live in a world where people's opinions are facts. So that's Hey, I just let everyone be who they are and have fun with it, man. That's what I do. After Leo and Teddy, and this was a fun interview too, because just a year before them, they interviewed me on their channel, which was my first interview on YouTube. And Butterfly already breaking the news. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Leo and Wanston were a trip. You guys see them in the chats. Go check out their channels. Rocking three different channels. Pete and Vince. Y'all know Pete Wall is the reason that I jumped here on YouTube. I may have eventually found my way over here, so I'm not giving him that much fucking credit. I love the dude, man. Once again, totally hetero. For to each his own, but I love Pete. I don't want. Kissing him would be weird. Ask Yeti. Yeti kisses him all the time, and all Yeti's fun. No, Pete and me, we've had our differences. We've had our grievances. We've had ups and downs. But this is a guy, when I first found YouTube, I was like, this dude's playing a wrestling video game, and he's basically bringing an efed to life. I was like, I want to do that. Hey, I used to have an efed. Let's do it. Then I studied it for 6 months before I started it. But Pete, my man, my brother, and Vince McSham, a guy who's been doing this efed stuff on here too for 19 years, coming up on 20. So I said, since we had 2K23 coming up, two great critics, they'll give it to you straight. They'll tell you how they feel no matter what. And I love that about them. Vince and Pete, we don't always agree on stuff, but we have fun with what we do. That's for damn sure. 2K23 came out. I brought these two guys on that do the digital wrestling thing too. I don't like to say call. I'll explain it a million times. CAW is what we do. It's not what we are. We are not calls. We are digital wrestlers. I know that's more to type, so everyone just wants to type CAW. And we do have the conversations. Everyone's the caw puns that are out there. Oh boy, it's kind of creator wrestler is what we do. CAW for these shows. Digital wrestlers are who we are. That's like calling a football player the run it, the kick it, the pass it guy. Catch it too, I guess sometimes. Fan of Pain 777A. Shout out to you. That's a good question. It started in the year 2000. If you look, Nightbot will drop a link for the Wix website. You'll see Nightbot drop one link that has Wix in it. Click on that. That's our website. I'll bring it up here in a little bit and show you, but there's an explanation on how this company started. In the year 2000, it started. I was in a efed called Lethal Championship Wrestling. And this is back in the days of the message boards, which we have live chats and group chats now. Those are the days of chat rooms. Well, which there's no chat rooms or message boards anymore. Nowadays, we have live streams. We have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Skype, all these places where we can do what we simulated years ago. I did someone in my group chat in my group page. Yeah, he did. Look at that. Nightbot. Good job, brother. I was trying to stall that his next link would be this. Nightbot Johnny 5 in the building, people. So I went to Facebook to create a group to bring back people that were in my written efed back in the day where we had to write out all the matches. Then I found WU Wrestler Unstoppable, which was a wrestling game where they did have message boards and stuff where you can role play and all kinds of fun stuff. But there were literally thousands of players there. So there's a lot of drama. There was a lot of dicks and assholes and whatever you set up here. Dicks, pussies, and assholes. Oh, my. I'm not PG around here, so I'll bring it up on the screen. See? Yeah, of course it's Atticus. That's no surprise. And they're out there, man. Get thick skin. That's what it's all about. Term colleague. Yeah. I'd rather say EFED. You know, it's an electronic federation. Even though they're not the same as they used to be, this is still an electronic federation. And we are digital. We get a fantasy wrestling, whatever you want to call it. But I was in WU with my Blaze McCoy character, the old fisherman gimmick, reel it in and hook, line, and sinker, you know, and all that good stuff. And I heard Pete here. So I set it up I have 96 different people. Some people, any way you set up your EFED is fine. There's so many ways. There's no wrong way. I set mine up with as many people as I could that the game will allow me, which makes it tough to do a lot of storylines, give everyone a match every week, but I try to find ways to do some of that. And we fight for championships. What I would say to do, stop in the shows, have some fun. It always turns into something wild and wacky here on the channel. Pete and Vince were great. Check out the Nation Network and Pillar to Post. They're two channels here on YouTube. Great interview with Pete and Vince. And then I just saw this guy today in a card show, Pittsburgh, my man Anthony, former pro wrestler that knows a lot of guys that I know that are on my podcast. eBay seller, flip-flopper, which he goes to yard sales and flip stuff, entertainer, great dude. I've met him several times now at card shows and stuff. His channel is great. He's also lived in LA for a long time and filmed shitloads of Disney shit stuff. I mean, not Disney shit. Listen to me. Disney stuff, all the rides, all this, all the different places to eat and everything. So he has all these vlog videos too. Anthony, my man from Pittsburgh, just saw him today in a card show. He's the man. Big shout out to him as well. That was a fun interview because I'm a big card collector myself. Yes, Butterfly spoiled it earlier, but just booked Valhalla Sports Talk. He used to have a Viking character here in a LTD, if you guys remember. Jeff watch-alongs. His teams, he's Minnesota and LA teams. Great dude, fun, and he's built one hell of a community over there. Always having fun. He's doing wonderful things with OBS and the visual of the show you get, plus the interactive with the chat and being funny and doing silly videos and stuff. Plus, just like Jackknife and all, you got their own sayings. You guys know I got all my corny, wild sayings and all my phrases that I like to repeat. This guy's got it too. Valhalla, big shout out to him. July 9th at 5 p.m. We'll bring Valhalla Sports Talk over, and we're going to talk sports and all kinds of stuff too. So Valhalla Sports Talk coming up soon here on the channel with an interview. And then, like I said earlier, Josh and Rocha tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Trying to keep it about an hour, but these guys love to talk like me. They're live almost every day. I would have never thought I'd get them, but I asked them. I had to remind them and say, hey, you still want to interview? And I was like, you know what? If it's cool if you're too busy. really doesn't offend me. I'm just throwing messages out there. The spaghetti theory. What sticks to the wall, people want to come on. Come on. These two guys are going to be a blast tomorrow. So make sure you tune into that. That's the Get Blaised interview series, not to be confused with the Get Blaised Leaning Towards Death series. So Leaning Towards Death is our efed, which we're discussing. We're going to get into AEW Fight Forever right after these messages, so don't go anywhere. Let's check in our 58% on a phone. That's why I try to not to have things real small print, because if you're watching on your phone, especially if it's up and down, you're not going to read a lot of fine print or fine print and stuff. I'm aware of that. I try not to do that. 23% on the computer, 13 on a tablet, 6 on the TV, 6%. That's cool. Always 1 or 2 people that are like, you're on my TV. That is so dope when people say that. And I just imagine like someone sit back on their couch like, LTD, look at that idiot Blaze up there and shit like that. We'll be right back after this commercial with some AEW Fight Forever. What we've been waiting for, the Creation Suite. Some people were disappointed, but I'm excited about what this game can become. I've already preached about it before. Right after this break, AEW Fight Forever, which is coming out Wednesday. You know what that means.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Blaised Brew proudly brings to you Eliminator Beer. Don't get eliminated, get obliterated. Drink Eliminator Beer. Comes in a wide variety of flavors and colors. Available now at your local liquor stores, beer distributors, grocery stores, gyms, hairdressers, gas stations, restaurants, doctor's offices, pubs, bars, brothels, strip clubs, and street corners. Eliminator Beer, get one now. You won't be disappointed. You'll be shit-faced drunk.
Hey, guys and gals. Kassie here, reminding you to stop into the Red Lounge. We're open 24/7, 365. So come in. We're the only place in town where every story has a guaranteed happy ending. You're watching Leaning Towards Death Wrestling with your boy, Blaze McCoy, on the Blaze Radio Network. Make sure to check out all of his shows every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. He's putting the unity back in community, right here on YouTube.
This is a recording.
Please hang up and try your call again. If you need help, hang up and then dial your operator.
We're sorry. The number you have reached has been disconnected.
All right. Who said he wants to see a trick? I want to see me do a trick. Let's see. I don't know if you could see the basketball hoop. There it is. Let's see. Oh, I missed it. Boo. Here's your damn basketball trick, butterfly. Sugar, baby. All right. Let's get to AEW Fight Forever news. We got the World Tour show coming up very soon. We have this show is going to be crazy. We'll talk about the show here momentarily, but let's talk about it. Let's give them something to talk about. We're on a boat. I'm on a boat. Yeah. We've been on the SS Aftermath here for 15 shows. We're in Japan, all the way on the other side of the friggin' planet. Look at the fun we got on this boat, though, man. We got little go-karts. We got slides. We got pools. We got casinos. We got parties. We got everything you can imagine here on the SS Aftermath. The little city. It's been fun. It's been fun. The Supercard coming up at 4 p.m. People will be thrown in the pool, in the lava, in the acid, in the swamp. We got a 10-man battle royal rumble, I should say. Blaised Rumble, Blitzkrieg Rumble for the final spot in the Internet Gauntlet next Saturday. Then we have the Tap Out Princess title, the LTD title, and World title, and the Lethal title. So that is coming up right after this show ends. This is going to be longer than an hour. There's your roster. Besides that little bastard Radio Rex, he doesn't count. I have 95 different people on the roster, and it's not just their characters. Some people are their characters. Some people are completely different than their character, and that's fine. But I'm so blessed to have so many people here on this channel. I don't brag very much, once again, but hard pressed. Like, anyone could run their fed however they want. 10 wrestlers, 20 wrestlers, all their own wrestlers. It doesn't matter. I'm not knocking anybody, but I am so blessed to have so many of you along with this ride. It's, you know, that this is what I wanted. This is my goal. This little sign here means I've done everything I wanted to do on YouTube and more. I'm done. Everything on top is just cream on top of the coffee that I was drinking this morning. You got Bill. Zerk's in the house. Draven Doyle is in the building as well. Yes. You mean we have a cart track. You're on board with me there. Kelly Mavericks must be drinking a lot. This is it, man. This is my answer. This is all I wanted in YouTube, is to bring this many people together, if not more. Add all the Hardcore Sports Network people in as I expanded the channel. So blessed. I love each and every one of you. I really do. Everyone that's here, you're here for a reason. You've shown support. You've come around when you can. And I will be making some very difficult cuts because I want to bring on, there's only 3 or 4 people, so maybe 1-2 cuts, maybe more. We'll see. And those people that I cut, if they come back around later, you can always come back. Not a problem. So I've been telling people, if you're in the live chat now, no worries. You're safe. If you haven't been in the live chat, leave a comment for watching a replay on Twitter in the groups or anything, responding to anything in Twitter because I can see it, in the Skype chat, in the Facebook group, or dropping me DMs. Those are all ways of involvement. Once a month, is that too much to ask for? I don't think so. So if you're that busy and you want to take a break, let me know. Not a problem. Come back. We'll get you back in. Plus, now I have a new option to bring you guys on. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. And it's going to be crazy. There's your roster right now. I mean, your champions. We are the champions, my friend. Yeah. Aaron West, one of the new members of the roster, is in the building. And Brooklyn Joker as well. Keep those thumbs up coming. We are cruising on a Saturday afternoon, baby. All right. I won't get into that crazy voice. No, not yet. Not yet, at least. All right. So your champions right now, Andy Price will defend his belt tonight. Kassie defends one of her 3 belts. Unreal. If you guys missed Cassie's Battle Queen victory, that was insane. G6 champs, the squad. TJ has 2 titles. Clinton has 2 titles. Danny has the opportunity for a couple more titles. I mean, TJ has the opportunity to hold more titles than 2. So a lot going down, but those are your champions as of today. As of a couple days ago, too, 21st. I just updated that. AEW Fight Forever. Boy, a lot of criticism on this game, and it hasn't even come out. How about that? What do you know? Surprised? I'm not. Let's talk AEW Fight Forever. We talked a little bit about it with Pete and Vince about having an opportunity to have a different type of game. A lot of people like it because it's like older games like No Mercy and such. However, some people are critical because it's not 2K. Kenny Omega told us on day one it's not a photorealistic game. It's more of a hybrid, more arcadey, more wild stuff going down, but it's like a hybrid. It's a hybrid is what I like to call it. So let's get our first look at some screenshots that we've already seen, and then creation mode, which I've been waiting for. It's nothing Nothing, people. Get used to it right now. It's nothing near what you could do in 2K. However, they're not bringing out a new one every year. They're just going to expand on it. And them being a lot of gamers and such, I think they're going to listen to the people and make the necessary changes to make this game even better in the long run. But right now, very scaled down, very simplified creation suite. I did order the Elite Edition, so I will have as many options as I can. But from what I heard, you got to play the damn game to make your created characters good, or else they're going to job out. And you have to play the game. I don't know if the AI versus AI will add anything to these characters as far as attributes. That we'll find out. Hopefully it does. When you run a bunch of AI games, if that adds to their attributes and help build them as well, if they're created, that's great. We can just keep doing what we're doing. If I need to learn the game and play it a little bit off, or have someone play it for me to earn a bunch of whatever to buy stuff and whatnot, we'll do it. We're going to make this work for us, but it's not replacing 2K. But I will be having contests in 2K, whether it's chat or spinning a wheel or asking questions or some kind of game show, which will determine who the first people out. I'm going to create Blaze. You'll see that in a second. But I'm going to slowly bring a couple of your characters in. I can't download them. There's no creation. There's no uploader, I should say. There's no community creations. So we'll see. This is what we're starting with. It's going to get better. They're going to add to it. Be patient. I'll create one male, one female. So we're going to have a contest to see which person on that 95 roster will get to be made in Fight For. It's not going to look anywhere near like your 2K person. Actually, once you see this stuff, you'll see on the outside of the game, they're all going to look very similar. Possibly. We'll see. But I'm going to make the most of it. Not as much detail. Can't use custom logos and stuff, but that's okay for now. Here's the actual loading main screen. So we finally get to see the game. People in France already have it and stuff like that. Wednesday, we will break down the game live here on the channel and play it. I'll do a couple games with me trying to play, which you guys can laugh at me. And I'll do. So at first, I'll be the only one that can create you guys in this game. Now, if you do get the game and you want me and you do earn or end up getting your created character here as LTD in AEW, screenshots are a great help. Right now, I'm going to start making Big Chuck. I just told you guys before, Big Chuck has been on and off of the channel for a long time. I see him in a lot of other streams. Big Chuck's a great guy. His character is coming. He sent me a ton of screenshots on Discord. And that helps a lot. I can visualize it. If you send me screenshots of what you did, screenshots of what you selected, I'll just recreate it. Piece of cake. I'm going to do creation of AEW, of Blaze McCoy on the AEW game. Hey, that's right. Blaze is all elite. I want to just create him first. I'll do a live stream in the creation mode with you guys, and we'll create Blaze McCoy. Probably not the first day. First day, I'll probably just do a bunch of matches with you guys. So there is 100 call creation slots. I did find that out. You do have 100 slots. You have. We'll look at screenshots. But I'll create Blaze for Fight Forever, throw him in there, have him lose a bunch of matches, and have fun with it as a test. And I'll do that mostly live with you guys here. Here's a couple screenshots that I've shown already, and then some new stuff. Blood On, if you guys have seen, you get to pick your referee. There's not a lot of options in match options. This is what we got. I will keep reminding people, don't compare it, and just we're going to make the most out of whatever we get. And this is what we got. All right, let's take a look at some screenshots here. Once again, controller controls, very limited to what the controllers can do as far as what we can do to the controller settings and whatnot. There you go. You want hardcore? How about some hardcore? Wow. The blood, the weapons, the fire. It's going to be fun. The one thing that I've noticed just watching streams of people play this game, I think every stream that I've watched, the people that are playing are laughing. They're having a blast at this game because it's a little bit outrageous, a little bit of wild, wacky, and fun all at once. All right. So just a couple screenshots here. Some of them you've probably already seen. Then we're going to get right into the creation suite. There's the people were bitching about how you could get on a skateboard and jump over people and stuff. It's funny. It's funny to me. And the people were laughing so much when I watched this. Fire extinguisher. There are over 40 weapons from what I heard. And that's insane, man. But that's also awesome. Can't wait to see how the AI versus AI reacts, because that's our bread and butter. Trash can on the head, stuff like that. And these are old screenshots. I just wanted to bring them back to show you a couple things. Now, here's the exploding barbed wire death match. There's two endings to this. You could get the little sparklers where you should be hearing that. Or if you guys have seen the animation for the exploding barbed wire death match, it's so crazy. It's so wild. They do a couple different angles of shots. Explosion. It's just sick. If you've seen it already, I saw it and it was so cool. So this match will be fun. And of course, I'm sure the mat will be covered. So once that ticking time bomb at the bottom hits 0, boom, the whole place explodes. And it's really sick. But if you get the sparklers, it's funny because the guys seem to just fall down and like ridiculously do what they really did in the botched ending. So it's funny though. It's very funny. Can't wait for that. Here's your selection screen. This is where you're going to pick your characters. And they just released the full roster, I think, yesterday. There was a bunch of screenshots of the full roster, which they'll also be adding to a lot. So patience. And a lot of them you got to unlock, which, once again, I'll play the game some. I'll have fun with it. If not, I'll have someone do it for me. It's Sting! Custom wrestler. Here's your creator wrestler. Here's your call. Here's your digital wrestler creation. So you pick the height, the weight. You can do. There's some presets apparently. This is the first screen that you will see when you create your wrestler. Now keep in mind, I warned you guys. It's very limited compared to what we deal with. Face type. You got your profile, which we just looked at. Now you got your face. Then you got your body. Face type, eyes, eyebrows, hair, facial hair. Boom. That's it. Not a lot. It's okay, though. Everything's going to be all right, guys. Here's your faces. Some of these are in French because someone got a hold of it in France and did a very, very good video. So I was like, screw it. So some of these are going to be in French. There's your guys' faces. That's it. And you can kind of tell who some of them are. You got Kenny Omega's hair in the top middle, bald head. So not a lot of you got the little afro in the middle center. There's Shifty. You can do Shifty. I don't know how much you can color the hair, but that's all the faces you get, guys. That's it. There's no upload your face. There's no face scan downloader, uploader. You have to choose these faces. I think there might be a couple more below this, but not a lot. As you see the scroll bar on the side there leads me to believe there's a couple more. I just took some screenshots from people's videos because I don't like playing other people's content. A lot of people get away with it. For some reason, I think if I did it, like if I said, I watch the channel grow simply by taking people's 2K content and just watching it and reacting and talking about it. Now, I don't know. I just think that's unoriginal. I just like taking screenshots and talking about it. How do I apply to get a character? Butterfly, I told you. You're on Discord. Just send me a private message on Discord, Butterfly. I had to start a process because I saw people just going, oh, you're in the chat. You want to be in the team? What's your download? Oh, good. Gotcha. And then you got people you don't really want or don't fit your show, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm really careful about who I hire. And I've done that with a process. There is an application. You fill it out, you send it back, whether I have to create your character, whether someone else created it or you created it. And a lot of detail, a lot of information I want about the character and such. And then there's a 30 to 90 day trial period that your character's live on the show. See how you interact. See if you fit in with everybody. See if you handle losing all the time. Very good. So between 30 and 90 days, I can just stop using your character without I'm not going to fire. Like I said earlier, I'm not a dick. I'm not going to be like, you're fired because you didn't show up. Blah, blah, blah. No, sometimes things don't work out. But anybody who's interested, Facebook, Skype, Twitter, Instagram, there is a waiting list. Like I said, there's a handful of people on it now. There's a couple I want to get on as soon as I can. And then some people have to wait months. Some people wait weeks. Some people wait days. So be patient. If you show your involvement and your engagement. And I try to bring people that are really engaged and can be here a lot. I try to bring them on if I can. People that fit right in. Yeah, I begged Patty. I was like, please be on my show. Sometimes I'll reach out. If I see people in a bunch of streams and they're really cool and funny and shit, I'll be like, hey, privately. I'm not one of the, hey, I'm looking to hire because I haven't had to. Well, luckily, I haven't had to. Skin tone. Not a lot of options in skin tone. I mean, that's a bad example of using the darkest skin tone, but there's a bunch. Not a bunch, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different colors. And that should be enough for now. You know, I'm more interested in adding face morph, adding face uploader. That's what I'm waiting for them to bring. Yeah, and that's the point. Atticus, well said. They'll add more stuff later. This is the bare bones. This is what we need just to get going. There you go. Nightbot is on it, man. That's how you can apply to join the EFED. All right. Let's look at some more screenshots. We'll talk about the match card. Got a couple people that I'll bring in the green room to talk for a moment. I told you it's going to be about an hour and a half. Here's it for your body settings. Now, you know, we can put different veins. We can, you know, have 19 different chests and 20 different legs. And, you know, nope, not here. You got height, you got fat, you got muscle, you got weight. That's it. You set those, you're done with your body settings. Very simplified. Body hair. Not a lot. You want a little bit of body hair? You want a decent amount of body hair. That's it. Not a lot of options. But once again, we've talked about it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it at first. The creation's going to be not that bad. Headwear, just a bunch of hats, like a bunch of ball caps. Mainly, you got a football, hockey player, freaking Big Trouble in Little China is what I always call it. Love that movie. Great movie. When I see those two types of hats, I'm like, oh, Big Trouble in Little. I know there are other characters and stuff too, but Jamar. Yep, there you go. High flyer, powerhouse. No hairy bear, says Butterfly. So there's your hats. If you want to wear a hat, that's what you get. Plus, we'll talk about entrances. They're not full entrances. Just so if you haven't heard already, they are not full entrances. No, that's your headwear. I don't think you're gonna have a cane mask. And you can't even make the person green. Like if I wanted to make Shulky, there's no green. If you notice, there's just regular colors, skin tones. Shirts. It's very limited too. We're used to a bunch of different jackets and tons of different chest, arm stuff. You're looking at it, bro. You're looking at it. Now, there's going to be some that are locked. You see the lock there. So you'll see some that are locked that you can open. But this is just an idea. Now, you see the bar. There's a bar there that'll scroll down. So there's more than just this. You know, I'm just showing you screenshots. There are some more options, but not a lot. All right. So there's your shirt options for entrance attire. And it doesn't seem like you're going to get the option to can you keep the shirt on in the ring too? Like maybe you want your shirt in the ring too. Or maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. Here's your bottoms. And there is a slider bar. So you're going to get more options for those as well. And you got some shorts, got some camo, and you got regular pants, tight pants. Not a lot, but once again, I'll keep repeating myself. Good enough for now. So we have more jackets. I talk about shirts and jackets. There is Tiffany Love and Selena Kilauea. Welcome to the show. Killshot Matt Storm as well. We will have a live show today after this, but there's a lot of good information since we're bringing out a new game for a change, not 2K game, and that's Wednesday. I'll be live as soon as I can with this game. I don't know the time yet, and I'm sure a bunch of people will be live. Watch as many as you can. If you want to watch all of them, one of them, none of them, do what you want. Do what you like. Once again, there's a slider, so it looks like there's a couple more options in the entrance attire for jackets. Custom arena. Custom arena, you have arena settings, you have ring, you have ringside, you have stage ramp, lighting, and then you finalize it. Cut and dry, straightforward. Now, all the templates, all the different patterns that you have are similar. You can put the same pattern on the mat. You can put the same patterns on the apron. You'll see the same patterns on all these. Now, keep in mind, some will be unlocked to be unlocked. Some will be added later in DLC. So let's look at custom arena. All right. That's part of it. So you get to choose AEW Dynamite, Dark, All Out, Full Gear, Revolution, Double or Nothing. Now, I didn't see them actually go in and create one, so I don't know how more in depth you get with that. Like, there's your templates basically that you can start from. You can't apparently start with a blank one and add your things. You just have to change what they have. That's how I'm taking it. We'll see. There he is. What's up, brother? Ace is in the house. Zach Walker back in action. I'm going to put Zach on the spot here. And this is an example of how I am. And I'm a very forgiving man. I don't even remember. I mean, this is years ago. He was blocked from this channel. And see him on other channels, talking to him about he's on solo season, talking to him, real cool in the chat. So much fun. And I'm like, I don't even remember why you got blocked, bro. But, it's been years. So come on back, have fun with us. People change, people do dumb stuff, people make mistakes. People were different 4 years ago than now. So I'm a very forgiving man. Zach, Ace, I appreciate you and welcome back to the Blaised Radio Network. I appreciate you, my friend. I've had some ins and outs with a lot of people over the years, man. At first, I was trying to be nice to everybody, and I realized I couldn't be nice to everybody. But that's a great example of no matter if you've been on my good side or on my bad side, for these 6 years that I've been on YouTube, I am a very forgiving man. If you decide, you want to come back on the channel, you want to be involved again, if I have you blocked, I'll even unblock you. If you're cool, I'm no problem with it, man. And a lot of people that I've seen do things years ago, I may have misinterpreted. I make mistakes too. So welcome back, my friend. And we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun, bro. All right. Corner posts, ropes, mat, corner joints. Hey now. Turnbuckle covers and apron. Turnbuckle covers are really cool. Wait till you see those. But that's what you have. And like I said, the patterns are the same in each. And so you could literally have the same pattern everywhere. You get a lighting option. You can change how much light you want on there. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you can change like the color, but here's your stage and ramp options. You got stage, video, ramp, and objects. The objects are fun. Wait till you see this shit. So this game, once it evolves, it's going to be so much fun, people. So much fun. All right, so here you go. On your ring mat, Double or Nothing, AEW, you cannot upload your own images, people. There's not even like a paint option, which they could add a paint option where you can just add no letters. You can't spell shit. From what I see, like if you just want to put LTD across it, I don't see letters anywhere either. It's all just templates. You put it on. So it's going to be different. It's going to be different than LTD because I like custom everything. This isn't going to give me custom everything at first. I'm okay with that. So cool though. I dig it. A couple different options as far as how you want your ring to look. And then here's some of the different patterns. Triple beat. I didn't see. All I saw was a highlight. And all you see is here, ring mat, all new favorites locked. I don't see anywhere where you can do color adjusting, dude. I think you just take what they got. After the huddle. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Good to see you. Big shout out to the huddle in the building. I saw the like. See, I know when you come in and type and the light goes up, props to you, man. Good shit. I dig it. So let's keep going. We're looking at the new AEW Fight Forever creation mode that's coming out on Tuesday. I'll be live streaming it, learning it, and seeing it just with you. Once again, ring mat. Here's your patterns. You're going to see the same patterns for the apron, for the ringside, for the ramp, for everywhere. But there's a lot more. I'll go through some of the patterns here. Leopard skin, and everyone sees the blood one. You got lightning and, some good stuff, fire and different hearts. So you can definitely get creative with this stuff and make some cool. Yeah, it's very cool patterns. I like these options. I could easily bitch that you can't give me a speller or a letters, or I could just put letters and 4 different fonts. You can't do that. Hey, we complain enough. I think AEW is be more susceptible to making changes than 2K. We'll see. But once again, ringside mat. There's the blood. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of blood-covered mats everywhere. The Galaxy one's cool. I'll use that for fantasy action wrestling, like we're on UFO, purple, red. Yeah, see, you guys are already on it. Let's not sit here and just bitch about what the game doesn't have. Let's just try to make the most out of what it does have. Is that difficult? So here's leopards, all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, TJ, I agree. Here's the turnbuckle covers. Very cool. It's Sting. You like it, TJ? I do too, man. And I'm not a gamer. I like Atari, Commodore 64, basic games and sports games. I've never played like full matches and shows on these wrestling games. Back in the day, I did when there was just an Atari joystick, but I'm not a gamer. I love gamers and clowning with gamers and having fun, but I don't game. I don't game that much. I'm a creator. I'm an entertainer. That's what I like to do here. And 2K, all the way back to 2K14, the first one I played in 15 and 16, they had the ability to be creative. So you got the long ones, which hey now. You got the long corner buckles, which is cool. Yeah, ain't that cool, Andy? I dig it. All right, so there you go with the turnbuckles. You got long buckles as well. Dope. I like it. TBS, all out full gear if you're doing those arenas, but we'll see. I mean, I love a challenge. And if this is challenging me to make creations that other people don't have, I'm really going to get creative as I can with what they give. Now, as far as mini games and all the buy stuff and everything, yeah, same thing. I'm not that great at it is one reason I don't like the games. Plus, nowadays, the shooting games, you're using 45 buttons. I'm used to this, man. I'm used to this. You thought I was shitting about Atari? This is what I'm used to. Or even just a regular PlayStation controller where there's only a couple buttons, A, B, C, D, two tops. Yeah, I'm Atari, bro. Gamer killer, don't kill my game. Don't kill my Atari controller. Yeah, I got an Atari flashback here with a bunch of old games. Big shout out to Gamer Freaking Killer. Great name. I love that. Welcome to the show. You're tuned into Blaze Radio. I'm your boy, Blaze McCoy, your dungeon master, creator, commentator, promoter, MC, DJ, ring announcer, play-by-play, all that good stuff. I got another DJ to help me too. I'm on the SS Aftermath. We're talking about AEW Fight Forever. Come on in. Have a good time. If you're new to the channel, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. I don't bitch about that a lot. If you want to, you do. If you don't, you do. Oh, the answer is a big fat yes, Joker. Oh, yeah, baby. Blood for the men, the women, the kids, everybody. Nintendo. That's what I tried to say when I said PlayStation. Just regular Nintendo. 2 buttons. Very simple. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. I'm going to start singing. Blazy Oki. I got to save my voice for the show. Ringside. Yeah, we have a digital wrestling call efed show right after this. So stay tuned to the channel. We do have another stream coming up as soon as we're done here. I haven't even got to the stuff yet. We got good stuff we're talking about an hour and 15 minutes in. Ringside, you got the mat, the floor, and the guardrails. Simple. I'm down. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. All right. Guardrails. Simple. Not a lot of, you see, there's other options. I took a screenshot that if you can't see the bottom, there's a couple other options. These are the locked ones. So I took if you look at all, there's, you can't see in the real small when I did a screenshot. I took the wrong screenshot. There's more than just those guardrails. I wanted to show the locked ones, that there are some things that are locked that you have to do. Ringside mat, same patterns. Same patterns. You shout me out on your 2K22 custom women's chamber match. Yeah, man. I love when people come back that have been here on the channel before, man. I always say. And we got a lot of people show love here. My mods and people that are in the chat, members there, and even everybody in the chat are so cool with greeting new people, giving them shout out. I'm a simple man. Yeah, don't start me out. Don't get me started. All right. So same thing with the ramp, similar stuff. Here's the other barricade. So you do have some other barricades, color variants. Not a lot. You got black, white, red, green, blue. Is that blue or purple? I'm kind of colorblind when it comes to that. I think that's blue. So not a lot, but I'm cool with that. We'll make it work. We'll have fun with it. All right. So we're still just going through creation suite here. Now, this is where I think you really be creative. What sucks is you're only going to see these ramp objects for a second or two because the entrances aren't full entrances. However, look at some of this fun shit that we get in the objects for the ramp. The Full Gear logo, lions, you get, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some animals. So I'm going to put like a shitload of animals on, but you got to buy them too. Some are locked, some are pay, pay for them. That's all right. The globe, the casino from like the casino battle royals and stuff, your poker coins, your casino stuff again. Look at that debate podium. That's pretty wild. Obviously, if you're doing an AEW branded arena, you got the chess pieces. So like standard things that they've had and some cool stuff you can add. But once again, when you do create an entrance, you might want to pick something where they stand on the ramp for a while if you want to see all these things. Hard times in AEW game, baby. All right, so cool stuff for the objects, though, and there's a lot. There was a lot of these. I think I got all the screenshots of them. I'm not sure. There's the animals again. I think I already had that screenshot. But I see the horse. There's a friggin' horse. Stage ramp, same shit. Like I said, same patterns, but that's okay. And that's the thing. You can make them all match, or you can make them all different and make it wild. Stage ramp style, which is cool. You got a couple different options here. Like you only got 4, and then you got to buy the rest. You got to earn yourself money to buy the extra shit. I just wish that if you buy the elite package or maybe a super elite package for 20 more bucks, it unlocks everything. I get it though. They want you to play the game. I don't play the game. I use the AI to fight each other. We're going to see how it turns out. A lot of people do gamer freaking killer, but I like having different things. I want a variation. If it was just like the WWE game, then it's got AEW as 2K, but maybe it worked better. I get you. I get where people that say that, where they're coming from. I don't read too far into that or say you can't think that. By all means, I understand what you mean because we got some great stuff. I'll take less glitches, less problems, less things that don't work that should work. And then I always take into consideration the games aren't really made for the AI versus AI, computer versus computer, efed stuff that we do. But sooner than later, they will be. We have Ultra Pro Wrestling coming out soon. We have Virtual Basement coming out, both of them in 2024. So once we have 4 different video games for wrestling, they're going to have to step up. They're going to have to take notice. And one of them is going to be like, fuck, all these efeds out there. I'm going to make the best creation suite out there to give them every option to make whatever they want. That's going to be the game LTD will be on. We'll see. We'll see. Joker, send me one. Send me one. Yeah, it wasn't full entrance back in it. I'm okay with that too. I'm just saying if you put a bunch of shit on your stage, you might not see it on all the entrances. That's what I'm trying to say. Or at least let us buy in-game currency. Yeah, they might. I don't know, TJ. What if they do? Because I would take some of the money from the memberships and stuff I get and put right towards more stuff for the game to do more creation. This was a bad screenshot here. I didn't catch. It was in the middle of changing screen. So you have the same patterns for the ringside floor that you do in the ring and on the ramp and everywhere else. Create a move set. I didn't see a lot of it. But when it was create a moveset, you just went through the moves. I did not see sliders anywhere to raise your attributes. I think the only way you can raise your attributes is through playing the game. But I don't know if you do AI versus AI, if that will help. Me too. I'm a big fan of the Ultra. I was a WCW fan, an NWA fan back in the day when everyone was WWF. Although I love WWF too. I love all of wrestling. That's my podcast we do every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, WrestleSense Podcast YouTube channel. Nightbot, you better drop that link next. We strongly believe, even though we have our own opinions, to let everyone else have their own opinion. Like who you want to like, hate who you want to hate, cheer who you want to cheer, boo who you want to boo. That's the beauty of pro wrestling. I'm not one of those guys that say, this should have happened and you should like this guy or change this guy or do this or else get the fuck out of here. Wrestling, I can't believe they're doing this. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck all that. Do what you want to do. You're your own people. All right. How to join? There is a waiting list. We have 95 people on the roster right now, all different people. And Nightbot will drop my social media links. You follow me, send me a DM, and I'll get you an application if you're interested. We do 4 shows a week. Right now the roster's full, but we're always taking new people. I'm about to make some cuts in July to bring some new people on. So just a real quick, there is a create a move set. There's a lot of things missing, but I'm okay because I'm hoping they add it. Tag teams. Not a lot of tag teams. But those look really good for the tag teams that they do have. This is create an entrance. And Brock Lesnar, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, their entrance motions are in here. This is Roman Reigns' entrance motion. He does the whole, you can make it set up so it looks like Roman Reigns' entrance. And people are asking, like, why did they do that? Why is Brock in there? Is he going to AEW? Blah, blah, blah. The reason they're doing this is, and it's very smart, in my opinion, big WWE fans or just huge wrestling fans that do this, what do you want to see? Maybe you want to see Omega versus Reigns. They're going to give you the entrance. They have the Demon Finn Balor entrance. So a lot of the entrances you see in WWE will be here in the AEW game, the motions. So I'm not mad at it because now you can do dream matches and stuff. No, I heard there is AI versus AI, Wally. Pay for Impact. I had Honor Club for 2 months, and I just have too much wrestling to worry about now, and I can find out and watch it the next day or a couple days later. Curry Man, I loved. He's you know who Curry Man was though, right? It was Christopher Daniels. If you didn't know that, one of them. I think there might have been more than one. So yes, you'll be able to make WWE-like characters in. I'm with you, odds. This is the groundwork to what it's good. Just imagine what this game's going to be in 3 years, because it's only going to improve. Will it have glitches and problems? I saw someone downloading a day 1 patch already for a game that comes out on Wednesday, waiting for a download. Yes, AEW will definitely have Eliminator, man. Yeah, Undertaker entrance. That's all going to be there. That's really smart marketing. That is super smart marketing, because 2 things I think people are going to do with this creation suite: create their favorite characters and create WWE stars. They got the Kingdom song. Now, this part I'll never use. The first thing I'm going to do is turn off the jukebox. I'll play our music. I'll be doing our music, our custom music for the shows. I got a bunch of generic, non-copywritten instrumentals I have downloaded, all my friends' music, all your music. So if you guys have music and you make music, please, instrumentals, send me stuff, man. You guys who are on the channel know there's probably over a dozen people. I use their music, plus all the bands I've been in, all the beats I used to make, all my friends that make music. She's with you, isn't she, Rick? So it will have some 8-bit music too. Like there's someone who did 8-bit music for some of the themes, but also just wanted to show you they're going to have theme music. I won't use it from the get-go. I'll turn it off. I'll turn all of this off right away. Mitch, if you see this attempt to trying to get a cross show with Hardcore Sports, Huddle, actually, I've talked to those guys about making a couple of them to start to have fun with it, mainly because I want to make a Logan Paul and have Philly Halftime fight it. And I got to make a Mitch and make Mitch fight Orange Cassidy, because those two can't stand those wrestlers. So I'm going to have fun with it. So if you're on the 2K roster, don't be upset if I bring someone from the outside in the AEW one. There is 100 slots. So I'll be able to create a good bit of you guys, if not most of you guys, maybe all of you guys. We'll see. But I want to make it a competition at first. I'm going to make it, we'll have matches in 2K or like a Rumble. The winner of this Rumble, I'll create him in AEW. We're going to do fun shit like that between the 2 games. Or here's a tournament. Whoever wins this tournament, I'll create them in 2K. I mean, in AEW. We're going to have a lot of fun between these 2 games, man. But always remember, don't compare. Just have fun. All right, we're going to get into the match card for today. We're going 2-hour talk show here today, I think, folks. I'm going to bring in, we got the world champ and we got MSW in the green room waiting. I'm going to bring them in. If anybody else wants to come in and talk shop, I'm going to stay on here for about another half an hour. So you guys come on and then we'll go live for the show. So even if like you don't want to use your camera, come in. If you want to be out of character and just talk with me, come in. Facebook group, Skype group, Twitter group. Click the StreamYard link. Come in and talk with me for a second. If you want to, do it. If you don't, you're a pussy. No, I'm just kidding. You're a wussy. No, I'm just playing. All right. No community creations. No community creations at all. No custom logos, no lettering. I just showed you everything, Matt. If you just watched it, that's what it's got. That's what the game got. There might be a couple things that I didn't take a screenshot of or have seen yet either. I hope they hide some stuff. I like to be surprised. We're going to take one little commercial break. I got some old, I'm going to bring back the Legion of Dork very soon, which is me and Super Nacho talking retro video games, cartoons, movies, toys, comic books, all that stuff. The next one, we're just going to play a bunch of old commercials. Old 80s commercials and stuff like that aren't copywritten. You can have a bunch of those and have fun with them. So we're going to, if you guys got any ideas of old 80s commercials that you like, drop it in my DMs and let me know. Even if you go on YouTube and watch them and find one, send me the link because I want as many as we can cram into an hour or so. We're just going to watch old commercials. Monstar, Sean, I really hope you can make it to that one because that's your cup of tea too. That would be so fun for your reactions to some of these commercials. So please, if anybody has commercials, let me know. We're going to bring back the Legion of Dork. And I'm going to show you a couple of them right here. And we're back to go over the match card for the Japan Supercard right after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers, robots in disguise.
It's the Decepticon communicators! Get more Autobots!
The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Transformers from Hasbro.
Zestfully clean. Zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Do I look clean to you? Surprise! I'm not fully clean unless I'm zestfully clean. Soap leaves a sticky film on you that won't rinse away, but Zest rinses you fully clean.
Zestfully, zestfully, zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Please. Saturday mornings, turn on the fun, excitement, and adventures of all your favorite pals when Pac-Man drops in. Yahoo! Hi-oh, PJ! But that's not all. Never fear! Super Pac is here, followed by Rubik. Rubik like to play! With his mystical magic, Rubik the Amazing Cube. Then it's Menudo. And it's the Littles jumping into big adventures. Better hold on to me, Lucy. Saturday Sparkle.
Okay, Atari, let's see your best pitch.
You're out, Rose.
I quit soccer to play Atari.
You need more practice, Haley.
You can't keep me in here, Atari.
The Atari video computer system is 20 cartridges with 1,300 game variations you play on your own TV set. Don't just watch television tonight. Play it.
The fun, all the shows A to Z and the facts. What's behind what you see, TV Guide? The whole world of TV. That's entertainment. The stars underneath all the glow and the news. From the people who know TV Guide. It's a fabulous show. So buy a TV Guide and read TV Guide. That's entertainment.
Hey, that's entertainment. Yeah. Oh, we're going to have so much fun with those commercials. Stay tuned. I'm going to work with Super Nacho, maybe Kassie, maybe Chance, maybe Sean Monstar. Please. We'll be coming on, maybe a couple other people. We like to have a handful of people join the Legion of Dork. Actually, let's here. Let's show a little bit of Legion of Dork. I'm gonna make you wait a little longer. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a dork, it's a couple dorks, reminiscing some nostalgia in classic video games, toys, and cartoons. I'm your boy Blaised McCoy, and with my awesome friend Super Nacho, we invite you to join us in the Legion of Dork, a podcast where we talk about our favorites of the past and discuss it all with you. The good old days when video game arcades were full, pinball, and more. When the toy stores were stocked to the ceilings with all your favorites like G.I. Joe, Real American Hero. Well, it started all with Pong with me in the 70s. Then Atari, Nintendo, Sega, ColecoVision, and television, and more brought new classics. Classics like Space Invaders, pew pew pew, and Donkey Kong. Pitfall. Dig Dug was a great one. Spent a lot of quarters on Galaga, that's for damn sure. Tecmo Bowl, hut, 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 touchdown, and all the sports games. Super Mario Brothers became an instant classic. So did Zelda and Sonic the Hedgehog. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was a great one to play. So was Street Fighter, Hadouken, and all the fighting games. Star Wars toys and Hot Wheels is where I started collecting toys back in the day. Masters of the Universe, and you can't forget the bad guys. Of course. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Inhumanoids are here. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell. Can't forget the wrestling figures, WWF, AWA, and those little guys, the Muscles. Yeah, I love playing with those, are great. Thundercats, ho! And even Voltron brought them all together with movies, cartoons, and toys. Join us in the Legion of Dork right here on the Blaze Radio Network here on YouTube. Yeah, I got to bring that back. Let's get back to where we were here. All right. Let's talk about today's match card. We have a Supercard. We're on a world tour with your boy Blaised McCoy. We're going to throw people in the acid, in the pool, in the lava, in the swamp. And those 4 winners will fight for a world title shot. They've already won one of those matches. They win the second one. The match next week will not be in one of those arenas. It'll be a regular match, 4-way elimination for a world title shot. To get there, you got to win 2 of these over the tops. Cody Hagen, what an opportunity he has today. A shot at the World Championship. Good to see you, my friend. Let's get to the match card for today. Now, those who've made to the match card today have earned it. They've already won matches to get here. All qualifiers have filled up this entire show. So people coming in on a hot streak. In the Swamp, Dragonheart, Matt Outlaw, Cowboy John, and Rick Logan. Over the top battle royal, the winner gets into the final 4. And I got a little screenshot of the Swamp. And that's what it's going to look like. Okay, coming up next, you know, my OCD bothers me here. Right in the back, if you see how that tree is barely off, that picture is on the left. Oh, that's killing my OCD. I saw that when I first did it. I was like, oh, it's off. Second match, Danny Wells, Gav, Shadowpress, Leo X. Those 4 will compete. 3 of them getting thrown in the acid. No, it's not really acid. It's just a lighting effect we use to make it look like acid. But that'll be fun. And here's a good look at the acid arena. Big shout out to Marty M. Hashtag Marty M on Community Creations that have made these arenas. And we've had a blast with them. So fun. I'm trying not to use them as much. I don't want to use them too much. Now we have 3-on-3 over the top rope. Stompie, from left to right, Logan, Windsor, Stompie, and Dawk. One of these 3 who I don't think any of them have had titles yet in LTD. Well, they're going to be one step closer to the biggest title in LTD if they can win this and not get thrown in the shark-infested pool full of poop and crap. People are like, the pool ain't that bad. Shit. Monstar's in the back corner pissing in that pool. And there's sharks. Look at them. All right, so we're going to throw people in the pool. And then the floor is lava.
Hunter McIntyre, Riley Wolf, Kelly Mavericks. Oh, the differences in personality, but 3 of them getting thrown. There's Gregory Blakely, Dragonheart. You hope Cody doesn't win the world title. Wow, you afraid to fight Cody? What if you win this tournament? You'll get a shot, Dragonheart. Should be willing to fight anybody. But I get it. Cody can annoy the shit out of you. All right. That'll be the 4 specialty matches. Then we'll go into universe mode and hope it doesn't mess up. Oh, yeah, by the way, the twerking butt in the background. Thank you, Evie Bloodyard, for pointing it out that Bowser's head, and I had to have a close-up on this one so you guys can see it too. Look at the entranceway. It's 2 legs and a big dupa. Twerk it, Bowser. Oh, I can't unsee it now, so all you guys have to see it too. Oh, Kelly says Andy's going to keep the title. Oh, boy. Can't wait to find out. Speaking of the poll, we got 60% watching on their phone, 21 on the computer, 14 tablets, 5 television. Interesting. I want to give a big shout out to Cougar Knight, Santa Cougar, as she has shown you guys. You can gift memberships. A $5 membership, $5 you can gift to 5 people. 25 you can gift to 5 different people memberships. It's a 1-year membership for the $5, our highest tier. And after the month, it'll let you know your membership's up. You want to keep it, you want to drop it to the $1, you want to get rid of it, don't matter. Any support you guys can give, it's much appreciated as always. Let's get to the other 4 matches tonight. We have 8 here today. This match here is for the final spot in the Internet Gauntlet. Next Saturday, Clinton McCleary will defend his Internet title first against Marley Good, then against Breakdown, then against Riley Wolf, then against CK Nova. The final spot will be one of these 10 men. BDB, Big Daddy Beard, saw him in the chat earlier. Bladecharge, Drum Monkey, Captain Danger in the chat. Marc Caliber, Paragon, Super Nacho, Shifty, Turmoil, and Yeti Bloodyard. They will all be in a 10-man rumble. Winner is the ever so important 5th. They'll be the last one to get an opportunity to hold that Internet title. How many times will it bounce around? We'll find out next Saturday in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. TJ Toad, our current Crazy 8 champion, our current G6 champion. The opportunity here tonight for TJ Toad to win his 3rd championship and be like Kassie, Madam Red with 3 titles, which barely ever happens. Clinton already has 2. TJ, how did he earn this spot? He defended the Crazy 8 championship once. He's also defended the Crazy 8 championship twice. Interesting. So if he defends that thing again, it's never been done. He's keeping the Crazy 8 title. He's next in line for the world title after tonight, too. It's going to be very interesting. All right. And then if you want to know, starting Tuesday, where your character fights, I try to get everyone a match every week. So look at the Wix website, and you guys can check out when your character fights next week. The Battle Queen Triple Threat briefcase is on the line in our next match. Submission only. The Tap Out Princess, Kassie Madam Red, who happens to also be the Double Duchess, who also happens to be the Battle Queen, the first person ever to hold all 3 titles at the same time. Kassie Madam Red. What a hell of an accomplishment. And, well, let's talk to her about it. Welcome to the show, Kassie Madam Red. What's up?
Hello, loves. Not much.
The feeling it was, the reaction of winning that final belt. We already talked about it in person, but I want you to tell everybody else.
All caps. Holy shit!
Yeah, for those that don't know, and Cassie's been so close to winning the Battle Queen title. I mean, how many times do you think? 6, 7, 8 times you've had a Battle Queen title shot and lost?
At least 8.
Yeah.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Until now.
Cody, this is one reason and why I don't like a lot of chit-chat promos and stuff in the group chats, because I don't want things lost. It's not that I don't want you guys to tweet out promos or whatever. I even thought about doing a Facebook. They can now do group chats there where you guys can do promos. I'm not sure for people who want to do it.
because it gets out of hand and then my information's gone. And then you got to scroll up for 10 days after a weekend that you were away and you got to read a book. I'm not a big reader, so I'm not going to read all that shit. But if you go to any of the private chats, Cody, it's there. But I do encourage you guys to do, if you want to do promos and tweet it out or respond to the match card with a promo or whatever, that's cool. I love that shit. But Kassie already won the Double Duchess Championship with Evie.
With my girl.
As Evie came back, and not too long after, you guys were champs.
She's my lucky charm, I'm telling y'all.
I know, right? You kind of kick Firestar to the curb, huh?
in all respect.
Love you, Firestar. Don't kill me.
Love ya.
I can just hear. Fuck you.
But
well, the thing with you and Evie goes so far back, and
exactly.
you guys have never been a team here. You and Firestar have been a team for quite some time. You've been champs and all. You guys have had fun, and Firestar understands, I'm sure. But it's fun to joke around about it. But the Tap Out Princess Championship tonight, Lonale is brand new. She just came in. She won the briefcase, so she's going to challenge you for all 3 titles.
Yeah.
So what do you think about what do you think about that? I mean, no one else is in line before her, I believe. No.
I mean, she's shown she has some grit. She won the briefcase, so obviously she can perform.
She is next in line for the tag titles with Kelly, and then the Battle Queen title was scheduled for this show, but that was only if Goddess won. Since you just won the title, you're gonna hold on to that for a little bit.
I appreciate that.
But
really do.
But you got a hell of a top 5, but there's only one so far, and that's Angelita, who you know very well. So Lita's already qualified. Next week, we're going to have more qualifiers to find out who's in the top 5, and then they'll compete to be who's next in line after Emily. Or maybe Emily will have to fight that person to see who's next. We don't know yet. Emily has the briefcase to cash in. This cash in is tonight, though. It's submission only between Emily and Kassie. So anything else you want to say about this match? And thank you. Wait, before you go, thank you for the Red Lounge here on the boat. We do have a small version of the Red Lounge here. So if anyone here on the SS Aftermath wants some entertainment, you saw the commercial earlier. Madam Red has done her thing, even though she's busy with all the gold. I had to test it out because I was really hoping that there was a way that you'd carry 3 out. But and I didn't know if I'd have to take one of the belts off because I didn't want you to hold if you're only going to hold 2, I want you to hold the Tap Out Princess and the Battle Queen. Like, it would have sucked if you came out tonight with the tap out around your waist and the tag around your shoulder because you just won that Battle Queen. So I did a test and I was like, let me test it. I hope it works the way it did in the test because you had the Battle Queen on your shoulder and a tap out around your waist, which that would make sense for this match. Can't really control that, but I'll do the best I can. I knew she'd come in here and give me shit. Kick to the curb, not the crib. You're not too far out of the crib, though. So. We all bust Firestar for, yeah. What does Super Nacho always tell you to go home and do your homework or something like that? Firestar's, she's gritty now. They named their team Sassy and Sassy and what is it? Sassy and Psychotic. Yeah. And Firestar's like, I'm not sassy. I was like, fuck if you ain't. I wish I had the fuck you line I could play right now, but she has become more sassy. I think maybe it's because she's hanging around people like you and Goddess, right?
I mean, I do wear my sassy pants every once in a while.
Yeah, but nothing wrong with being sassy, Firestar. Yeah, Curb, there you go. I knew what you meant. Remember, what you type or say in the chat can and will be held against you in the court of Blaised. Okay? So be aware. We've had a lot of fun with people's typos over the years. So also, the Legion of Dork. I want to do the commercials. You know I want you on that one if you can, Kassie.
Of course. I will try my best.
I'll get a hold of Nacho and you, and people try to find a time where we will be available. And I know shit happens and some people might not be. We got to get on Sean Monstar. That motherfucker needs to be on the commercial one. And I'll kill him if he isn't. I kill you like Pete says, you bastard. All right. Kassie, anything else you want to add before we move on?
Just, Emily, good luck tonight. I definitely will not go easy on you because holding all 3 titles feels really fucking good.
I like how the other day I had to give people a warning. I was like, listen, if Kassie busts your balls on a different level right now. She has all the reason to.
Oh, and this is for Clinton, Mr. I hold 2 titles. I'm going to try to throw my weight around. Fuck you, dude. I hold 3. I have more weight.
Yeah, true. So nice try, though, Clinton. Nice try.
Yeah.
And if you want to get real technical, you hold 2 out of 7, and she holds 3 out of 3.
Yeah. Math, bitches.
Yeah, math. Thank you, Kassie. I love you. Appreciate you.
Love you too, Blaze.
All right. We got our World Championship main event after our Lethal title. Well, we talked about the Lethal title, didn't we? Yeah, TJ and Clinton. World title cash in tonight. Main event. Cody Hagen, Andy Price. Cody's first of his 3 cash-ins. He's got Neo Extreme. No, he already had the Crazy 8 one, I believe. So he has this, and him and Neo will go after the tag titles next week. Andy Price just winning the world title. So speaking of the world title, Andy Price, if you guys missed it, put out a promo yesterday. Cody Hagen came out, running his yap like he does, but there's a lot of respect between these two guys. There will be a handshake. There is both of them going to bring their best, I'm sure. Going to be fun, going to be good. We're using that new count out 5 triple beat match. So we know it's not going to be a bunch of steps and bullshit. That's for the Lethal title match. Check out the Wix website for next week's match cards. Some of the matches are up. I'll add more to that. Let's talk to the former world champion about what he thinks of this. Miles is in the building. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, Blaze?
Thanks for waiting, man. I know it's been a long time. You've been chilling there.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring you on here now on this point because you were the one that held the title before. Not too long ago, you were the world champ. So I want your thoughts on Cody having his first opportunity and Andy Price is our champion. What do you think about this matchup for tonight, our main event?
Well, for Cody Hagen, it's best of luck for him because he's going to have to go through all that process to get that championship off his waist, especially when it comes with certain matches like Extreme Rules, such and such.
Hell yeah.
Take it to extreme, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Andy is a world champion, man. So far, I mean, he hasn't had a title defense, but he's had that title. He's fought for it so bad, people have called him the future, and he finally fulfilled that prophecy. I mean, I know you'd like to get back up there and try to win your title back. You had it not too long ago.
So I lost to Chance Harper in his hometown, Las Vegas.
Yep. And as you guys know, and I wanted to bring Miles on to explain this, everyone's going to get a shot to be next. I always try to give, whether it's a tournament, whether it's all these little over-the-top rope stuff. So I'm letting you know right now, the next world title opportunity is TJ Toad. He's already earned it. He's defended his Crazy 8 title twice. And speaking of the Crazy 8, I'm planning on having a Crazy 8 special in a few weeks. That means all Crazy 8 matches. We have 95 on the roster. So we're going to have 3 of them in the women's division and probably 8 of them in the men's division. So 8 Crazy 8 matches. The winners of those will go to one big Crazy 8 match. So the 8 of them will be, one will be a battle royal, one will be a blood match, one will be submission, one will be regular Crazy 8. Those 8 winners will fight in one big Crazy 8 to decide who the next number 1 contender for the world title is. So you'll be in it, Miles.
Yep.
You got your opportunity. But someone's got to win 2 8-man matches in a row to get there, and they're going to have to earn it.
Yep.
Now, before I let you go, I have to say, everybody, make sure you check out MSWCW. He's back from a hiatus with amazing stuff on his channel. The links are always available all over the DWS. I'm glad you're back, man.
Yep.
I'm glad you're back doing your thing, and I can't wait to come in and check out your shows again. We'll raid you when we can, and we'll always have fun on MSWCW. Thank you for everything you do, Miles.
Thanks, Blaze.
Miles is the man. He's been a great supporter for so long. Great dude. Just a prime example of what I was looking for people when I came to this place. It doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber or not, if you do your own content or not, but Miles, he busts his ass. He's very creative. He loves the product. He loves the idea of these efeds, and he's a shining example of what I would say I expect. Now, if you haven't already, there's an 8-minute promo to a man who normally doesn't talk a lot. He's been part of certain groups. He was brought in by Marc Caliber, turned on him. The evolution of Andy Price, as I like to say it, has been pretty crazy. I mean, the guy is ominous Andy Price. I say that for a reason. And if you don't know what ominous means, go Google it. And he is the epitome of that. He's very omniscient. He's not out to be braggadocious and tell you about himself. He proves himself in the ring. He does it in the ring. Despite his size, he has proven he can fight anybody. He has improved his move set. He is always up for a fight. He battled through adversity, up and down, with groups, without groups. Right now, Clinton, McCleary, and Count, it's his boys, and I don't blame them. They've been around for a while, but Andy on his own has done what people have said he would do and be the future of efedding, and he became the world champion. Now, if you want the long version, because we got 5 minutes exactly before we're going live, if you want the long version of Andy's promo, Facebook and Twitter, I put them up there. It's awesome. The dude explains it all, and he leaves it out there. Now, Cody Hagen had his words talking about his knee. He's hurt. He's not coming in 100%. Is that an excuse for a loss there, Andy? You got to be ready. Whether you're 100% or not, it ain't Andy's problem. He's coming in to defend his title at all costs, and I'm sure he's going to bring everything he has. So, real quick, let's bring on the world champion for his final thoughts before this big match. What's happening, Andy? What's happening, champ?
Hey, Blaze, everybody. Well, Blaze, you pretty much stole pretty much.
Well, you were just in Japan not too long ago, and now you're back. And this time you're defending your world title. How's it feel? How's it feel to finally have the title? That's what I want to ask you. We know your thoughts on the match. How does it feel to finally win that title? I've never got to ask you yet. I see you, Bubsy. I see you.
It feels a relief, but to borrow, and I know you said you're a big Spider-Man fan.
Hell yeah.
With great power comes great responsibility, and that's how I view it as the champion.
Good point.
I've got to go out there every show and give my best. And to
had
Cody,
a lot of people.
I just want to say to Cody this. I respect your passion. I respect your abilities. But once that bell rings, I am going to teach you what respect is. No excuses. If you beat me, I will shake your hand and I will say you were the better man tonight.
True. Very true. Now,
so,
listen.
Let's see what happens.
I got one thing I need to explain. Bubs, I love you, hon. I didn't ignore you. Now, you should know this already, Cody. And real quick, it doesn't matter what happened in other companies that we're not associated with. This is LTD. You don't have a torn ACL in LTD. You may have suffered. I can't stress this enough for everybody out there. And for those who don't know, unless I have a specific angle, like we did with PDW and Shifty's company once or twice, we are in the future. This is a futuristic show. This is pre-apocalyptic. We've had 3 almost apocalypses. If you tune into Pillar to Post and Pete's, his is way ahead in the future. His is when the world is nothing but a wasteland. We are pre-apocalypse. We're in the future about 50-some years. So if something happened in a different show, it doesn't matter on this show. I get it. Some companies and some people out there have a bunch of federations that do intermingle, but unless I say it, it doesn't matter what happened in a different. We'll play up the knee injury angle. I'm fine with that, but we're not going to say that. I'm not going to say that it happened in a different company. So I just needed to be clear about that. But Andy, I mean, like you said, that the 8-minute promo that you did answered all my questions. So I just wanted to know how you felt going into this, and you answered that. I'm so proud of everything you've done. It's amazing. It's amazing. And all doing it without being boastful, without trying to fucking be a dick to people or tell people this. You've been very ominous, whether you're fan favorite or not. You've been a great fighter. And tonight you got to prove that you're not just here on a whim for a short period of time. Congratulations on winning the world tag, and definitely good luck tonight, my brother. You deserve it, bro.
Thanks, Blaze. And as I said, Cody, may the best man win.
Ooh, this is going to be great. This is going to be good. I get a first-time caller. Oh, where'd he go? I got someone who is going to pop in for the first time and he disappeared. Oh, man. All right, he's back. What are the odds of this, right? What are the odds that you're here?
Greetings and salutations.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I get some comments from our man, Odds Cornet, for the first time he's here. Check out CPW. These are great shows. Always fun on your channel. You need kudos. You deserve to be patted on the back for what you do, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, let's get your take. You run your own show. You got your stuff going on over there. I just said how things in other companies don't matter, but I do want to know your opinion on the events here in LTD recently. I know you've got a nice tie with one of our ladies of the Battle Queen division in Carmen Gonzalez. And at the same time, this conglomerate thing going on, the world tour. I mean, you're a man, a very, very well-spoken man. Give me your summary on some of the things that you think of what's going down in LTD.
In a lot of ways, there's always going to be some group wanting to piss somebody off or do something.
Amen.
And the conglomerate is just one of those.
But this time it's a little different. I mean, we've had people before that want to ruin the company, take over the company. We literally had a legit takeover not too long ago with the I don't even want to mention it. The Dark Circuit. We were Dark Circus Wrestling for a couple weeks. So this time they said, we're not here to take over. We're just here to annoy people. And we want to win all the gold. And it's an underlying thing, but I'm not stupid. They're trying to push me into doing the stable war earlier by building this huge stable. And it's against the rules. A couple people left already. Lord Amadeus, Brian LG, shout out to you guys. But what about the card tonight? About this world championship? I know your protege there, your client Carmen would love to be in Battle Queen contention again, and we'll get to that soon. But what do you think about this main event we got tonight?
It's going to be one hell of a hard-hitting matchup.
I know it's kind of weird because they don't hate each other. They have disagreements, but they're both fan favorites at this point. Even though Andy's hanging out with the Rebellion, who aren't fan, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me.
Very weird.
Okay, speaking of Carmen,
a lot of competition.
Speaking of Carmen, she is in a chamber next Saturday. There'll be 2 chambers, Battle Queen chambers, and they'll be for top 5 spots. The first one is Kenzie, Goddess, Tiffany, and 3 other people. Then we got Shalky, Carmen, Sarah, Hot Cheese, and we're going to add people to that as well. So Carmen wins that, she'll be in the top 5, and then she'll have an opportunity at a Battle Queen title shot as well. So what do you think of that?
Interesting. I've rarely put Carmen in chamber matches.
Well, I haven't used the chamber in a while, and I was like, it'd be cool. Let's put her in a chamber, and let's see how she fares in there.
I rarely use chambers. I keep them for special occasions.
Yep. So we're going to use them for top 5 spots next Saturday. Just finalize those. We got a couple spots yet to be picked. We'll determine on what happens throughout the week. But while I got you on here, I want to commend you on a couple of things. A lot of your comments coming into some of the streams I'm in, like the WrestleSense podcast and other things. Give me your take real quick on the Fight Forever game, which is coming out. Saw a lot of your comments, but I want to give you a chance to talk about, because you're a gamer. You've played a lot of these old games. I haven't. What do you think about the game?
It has an aura of SmackDown 2 and TNA Impact and the TNA Impact game, which the TNA Impact game I never played, but had its biggest problem was limited creation, like extremely limited.
Yeah.
Like No Mercy looked at it like wow, that's limited.
What year was No Mercy? Do you know what year No Mercy was?
2000.
Yeah, so you guys got to think that's a long time ago. Like, technology has made leaps and bounds in the last 20 years. So having face scans and morphing and things like that, and the way they fight and the way they move has changed a lot.
Yeah, and the first thing that really was a red flag to me was when Kenny wanted the Aki engine, which I get it, no mercy. But the Aki engine is very, very old, and I'm glad someone eventually convinced them to let's just ignore the Aki engine over here.
But I mean, your overall take on, like, are you excited the fact that they're going to improve it? Do you think they're going to give us a better product in a year or two than 2K?
It's
not to, I don't like comparing it, but I just want your take because you're very well versed in this.
It certainly may be good. My only complaint and my only thing that's a problem for me or is a criticism that I have is how much, I see how much they've spent. I do not know if this thing's going to get its money back. If it does, fantastic, but I don't know if it's going to. And that's a bit, and if it doesn't make its money back, that means less updates.
That's a good point.
Updates will take longer. A lot of things will take longer, and the more things take longer, the more people are going to fall off from the game because it's taking too long.
Yeah. It took us a year. People were calling it wait forever and stuff. It took a year to put them out, but I'm okay with that. If it took them that extra year to work out some kinks and finalize stuff, I'm okay with that. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not going to bitch.
I just don't want to. The thing is with me, I just don't want it to be an absolute failure.
Yeah,
absolute failures have killed companies, and that can take jobs away from people, and that's something I don't want to see.
The one thing I didn't touch base with today was basically because Creation Suite stuff was coming out. I wanted to do that. I'm kind of hype about the mini games. What do you think of mini games? I like for fun is what I'm saying, just to do something a little different.
It's certainly not like wrestling games haven't done them before in the past. There was SmackDown. I believe it was Just Bring It that had a snow arena where you could throw snowballs, or you could climb on top of the WWF New York, or go into WWF New York and all that. There was so it's not like these games haven't done silly stuff like that in the past.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, plus, if this is a type of game where I have to earn points and stuff to buy some of the lock things and everything, and I can't, and maybe I don't enjoy playing the wrestling, if I can earn some of that shit in the mini games, maybe. I would, like I said before, if they gave me $20 that unlocked everything, I would have paid the extra $20. So, did you hear about this? The figure fighter game that's coming out, AEW Figure Fighter. It's a mobile game.
Yeah, it's a mobile game. It really sounds like a mobile game. With mobile games, it depends on how good they're made, and 90% of them are not made that good.
Yeah, well, they had the Elite General Manager. I played that for a little bit. They had the casino one, which, I like games like Hold'em and cards and stuff. So I got those and mess around with them. But I just, what have you any research or know much, or what do you think about Virtual Basement and Ultra Pro, the two other games that I've been kind of keeping an eye on?
I have seen very limited of it, but I am definitely interested in looking at them more, because honestly, from the way it seems, 2K is just going to go farther away from us creators, and that started from 2K15 when they took over from the bankrupt THQ, and we need another game that's going to focus on us. That's going to be like the old SVR games and the old SmackDowns and bring fun back.
So I had talked about Vince McSham before. He was actually in with the Ultra Pro guys. He's supposed to do possibly some sound stuff with them, some voiceovers for some of the game and stuff possibly. And I was like, that's real cool. So I got to know the devs that are on Ultra Pro. They're here on YouTube. They go live every week and talk about the creation of that game with the fans, and they're taking questions live every week. If you look up Ultra Pro Wrestling, the creators are really cool, and they have some unique characters, and they're really into creation. So I'm a little hyped on that. And Dre41 here on YouTube, I've been on a lot of his chats and chatted with him before too about Virtual Basement, because he's helping with that as well. So I'm kind of hyped about those two games. Number one, because it seems like they're getting, like you said, more into creation and more into what the people might want.
Yeah.
Man, wrestling games are going to be fun in the next 5 years, brother. Hold on. It's going to be a hell of a ride. If we get 4 games, then there's competition. Definitely. So they got to get better.
Definitely.
They can't just be like 2K and say, screw all the people on social media that are complaining. We're just going to do what you want, what we want. We know the masses want to play the actual wrestling game. We are twisting the game to what we want. So I've always kept that into consideration.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It gets even worse than that. Their main focus is on getting people that are going to go to the My Faction and do the microtransactions and do the gambling. And if that means possibly bringing kids into gambling, they'll do it whenever it takes, like most business, like any business would not care about any ethics.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I get it, the business part and everything, but you tell me, I have not heard, I mean, I didn't look real deep or ask a million people or do like a survey, but have you ever heard of someone go, I love My Faction, it's so awesome, I can't wait to get more of My Faction? I don't know anybody. The
only people that I have ever heard play My Faction or go straight to My Faction were people that played the NBA 2Ks first and know what 2K is telling them to go to first.
Gotcha. Yeah.
They already know, they've already been pre-programmed by 2K's things of, this is what I want you to go to and buy.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, and you put it very well, is the business aspect of it, and I get it. But if you look 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when this really started taking off, the efed stuff, they have to take notice of this segment of the population.
And what's funny is THQ did. THQ loved for a lot of things, in a lot of ways, THQ loved us.
Yep.
THQ really loved us because that's why they expanded so much into creation, is because they knew we existed and they liked that we existed. Because they saw it as free advertisement. THQ on the other hand, I don't think really looks at it that way.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's going to be exciting to finally have some different games, and hopefully, I mean, now keep in mind, I haven't really discussed this that much. I touched it a little bit earlier. This game, AEW Fight Forever, it might not be perfect. There might be some glitches. There might be some issues at first. I'm expecting it.
Possibility.
Yeah. So, I mean, people are going to get upset if there is and bash it real bad. I say give it a chance. This is not like 2K, or WWE, who has had a game for the past so many years. Sure, we could talk about 20 and all the errors and the problems, but this is AEW's first real shot. So even though they're using, engines and ideas from the past, give it a shot.
Or we can bring up 2K15, 2K's first wrestling game.
Yeah, if you're going to compare anything, compare it to their first one instead of comparing it to what we're getting now.
And heaven forbid, they would have to screw up tremendously to make a game worse than 2K15.
Yeah, and that's I mean, it's going to be exciting. I said it 6 years ago when I started. I remember a conversation with Pete and our rest in peace Tyler Black, our friend who used to do this too. And I told those two on a Skype call. I said, I got a weird feeling in a couple years this is going to be a lot bigger than it is. There was I searched YouTube like with a fine-tooth comb, searching for efed, searching for wrestling, searching for each game to find who's streaming it, how they're streaming it, what they're doing with it. And there wasn't too many. Now it's everywhere.
Back when I first came on YouTube, there was like 20, only like 20 leagues. And I don't know the whole story because I was a fan at the time, but somebody tried to take this hobby off YouTube. and get rid of it, and they almost succeeded.
I
But
remember when I started, there was a couple rumors in some channels saying that YouTube frowned upon wrestling games because it was considered violence and stuff like that. And I was like, we'll see how it goes. Well, you look at some other games that are a lot more violent than a wrestling game. But I really appreciate you finally coming on. It's good to have you on. Make sure everyone checks out Odd's channel, man. You will not be disappointed. He does great stuff. I really appreciate your support for the channel. Always have fun with you, man. I mean, just some of the jokes that we make, and we always laugh, and I see you guys laughing in the chat. That really makes my day, and I appreciate you, man. I really do.
Definitely makes mine.
I appreciate that. Hey, have fun on the show, and very soon we'll see what Carmen does, and keep making me laugh, and I'll keep making a fool out of myself too. All right, brother. All right, guys. This is going to be it for tonight. We're going live in a couple of minutes after I take a piss. I wish I could have got some more people on, some fun. But last thing, Territory War. Here's the arena coming up for the event in July. We're going to do a Crazy 8 show, but Territory War is coming. All the people from the East Coast are going to fight each other. Detroit's going to fight each other. The West Coast, the UK, the Canadians, and all be qualifiers towards a world title shot. You bet your ass. The winners will move on. So we'll have fun with Territory War. There's the arena. Can't wait to bring it out. We're going to have fun with it. You guys have already voted for Territory War next month, Casino Game Night in August, and then Stable War 13 in October. I said I would drop the news today on whether you guys could start to form stables. We're going to hold it off till after July. So in the month of August, we'll start collecting. I got to get rid of this fucking conglomerate first. In August, we'll start hyping up for Stable War. Last shot. This is my setup. Insanity. This is what I do. You can see how my mics are set up with the speakers, so I can have the entrance music. I have YouTube Studio open. I have my phone down there with it, so I can chat there. I have the laptop open with the match cards. Got something to drink. Got Post-it notes. My silly little sound thing. The match card on the right, all my sayings that I do in ridiculousness, the actual cards for each wrestler, just so I know who they are and what they can do. This is how we do it. So behind the curtain, pull back the curtain a little bit, show you guys what I see when I go live. The poll for tonight, we have 60%. We're going to end the poll. 60% of you guys are watching on your phone. Pretty awesome. Or it ends up being 59. 23 watching it on the computer. 12 on a tablet, 4 on the TV. This has been a blast, man. So there's another look behind the scenes. I told myself I'd put this out on social media somewhere because I just want some people to see the insanity that I see whenever I go live. Appreciate each and every one of you. This has been a blast. It's been fun, like always. What's up with my... Here we go. I'll fix my green screen. I should have moved to here. Yeah, now I'm on top of the deck. We're having fun. All right, now I'm where I need to be. Turn the camera around the other way. Appreciate you all for hanging out with us. All the guests that came on. Andy, Kassie. I saw you, LD. Sorry I couldn't get you on. Odds, MSW. You guys are awesome. The door's always open for the rest of you pussies and wussies out there to come on and hang out with me. I'm just busting balls. It's all good. You guys are awesome. Yeah, tell them, Bubsy. I love each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. Give me about 10 minutes. I said we'll be done in 2 hours. We're going to be 2.5 hours. So 6:30 we'll be live. And we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to Wang Chung tonight. How about it? No, that's a bad joke. Appreciate y'all being part of the show here. If you stop by, we talked about a lot of great stuff. Tomorrow, an interview, and then 2K19 Forbidden Door as we preview the Forbidden Door coming up later on. Thank you to the 50 members we have. Cougar, thank you for donating a bunch of those. And all you members out there, throw out your emojis when we go live. Have fun. We're going to have a couple shows in July that will be booked by the members. So 50 matches. You guys will get to pick the matches that you want. All the members, probably mid-month. So peace and positive vibes. I'll be live shortly on the same Blaised network. Same Blaised. I'll be sitting here, but you can't see me. Oh, that's bad. You guys are awesome, each and every one of you. Check out all the websites, all the good links that Nightbot drops, and I'll see ya in a couple minutes. And I'll see ya in my streams. We out of here. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.